What is up, fellow Automachefs? Stucky Brian here, and today we're gonna go over level 19 something on the side. This was quite difficult for me to beat. You have to make 50 orders, you have to use less than 12,500 watt hours, and the hardest part, using fewer than 300 ingredients. You have to make 5 menu items. Let's get into it. There is a drive-through and a takeout. And this is my build. This is the lazy way. I had an idea where I could use a shared ingredients pool. I might try that later. That'll result in a much cheaper build, but for now I almost maxed out on budget. Here we have separate production lines for each menu item. So here you have the fries right here. These are the fries here, and here on top is the bacon fries. Over here is the Heartstopper meal, over here is the not so unhealthy meal, and over here is the hot dog sampler meal. And let's get into it. So the fries are very straightforward. You have a potato dispenser going into food processor, which gets loaded into the fryer, and then the smart arm picks it up into the packaging machine, and it goes into the conveyor belt. As you can see here, I opted to not use storage containers. Instead, what I did, I have a line of conveyor belts set to speed 3, and then I have long arms here, and I like this setup a lot. And for the fries orders, if there's one from the restaurant side, the smart arm will activate from the order taker, the order reader, and this arm will activate, pick it up and drop it off here on this side. And if it's on the takeout side, one of the long arms on this side will activate and lift it up and drop it off on this side. I like this setup. It only works because I have it made to order. If I didn't have made an order, I would have put another robot arm here and have it load the finished items once a menu order comes in. Here we have the bacon fries. I had to use high-speed dispensers for everything because I'm making it on order. It's fairly straightforward. You got the bacon strips being loaded into the grill. Gets put into the packager. We have the cheese going through double processors, and we have a potato going through the fryer. Again, as you notice, there's a lot of repeating items in this game, such as fries, and we could have used a shared ingredients pool. I might try that out later, and we should cut the cost by half or even more, by 2/3. Alright, here we have the Heartstopper meal. We got the bacon strips and the meat patties coming out, going into the grill. You have to set the meat patty to 2 on order from the order reader, and then we have the potato going through here again. As you can see, the fry line is repeated quite a bit, so it would make sense just to make fried potato wedges in a storage container and then have arms delivered out into lines depending on what the order was. I think I had to use advanced assemblers for this, for the double bacon burger, because it was not fast enough. And here we got the cheese and we got the bun. Here's a not so unhealthy meal. This is a BLT and a salad. This was a little bit of a pain, but we got 2 pieces of bread coming out. We got the bacon coming out. It's going through a conveyor belt because this was the fastest way to do it. And then we have all the veggies being sliced tomato, we have lettuce, and then we need carrots, lettuce, and tomatoes for the salad. The lettuce needs to be double shredded, so the dispenser for the lettuce has a food processor in front of it to shred it once, and everything else that gets shredded again through here. Long arms loaded into advanced assemblers. The long arms are the fastest arms, so they will not mess up. And then finally, for the hot dog sampler, this is really annoying. You need to build 3 different types of hot dogs. This is a nightmare. Again, it would make sense to share a shared ingredients pool because you're repeating cooked hot dog and hot dog bun quite a bit, as well as grated cheese. But yeah, don't do this if you're a restaurant, for goodness sake. Chicago style is 2 hot dogs and fries, or 1 hot dog and fries. That's all you need. That's all you need on the menu, not this hot dog, cheesy dog, and ultimate dog. This is gross, by the way. Why would you put ketchup and mustard on a cheesy dog? That sounds kind of gross. Anyways, I got one production line per hot dog, so we got the regular one where it's just a hot dog going through a grill and a bun being loaded in. We have, you know, the hot dog parts repeating. Dispenser into a dumb arm into the grill. Smart arm picks it up, puts it into the assembler. We got cheese coming through a double grater, and then a bun coming out to join them right here on the bottom. And it gets assembled and put through the packager. You need high-speed conveyor belts for everything. Don't forget a storage tank for mustard. I don't know how much you use, so I just set 50% initial load with the pump set to about 20 milliliters per 15 seconds. You know what? Let's change that to 5. I'll do that right now. Maybe this was delaying me. I might be able to do it without high-speed dispensers. I'm gonna save that real quick. Anyways, that goes into the advanced assembler. Now for the order reader, it's pretty simple. I have everything set to 1 times or 2 times depending on the food order. So if I have any spots free on the order reader, I just hook it up to the fryer first and set it to on while order is pending. I do this to save power. This is in order, by the way. Bacon fries here, fries, hard stopper meal, the hot dog sampler, these two belong here, and the not so unhealthy meal. There you go. We got the last 2 are set for the restaurant or takeout, and again, if you follow this, it goes here to this arm for restaurant orders, and this is for the takeout orders here. Alright, same thing here. This is regular fries. It just dispenses the potato, turns on the fryer. The restaurant arm activates on restaurant orders. The takeout arm activates on takeout orders, and so forth. Here we have the hard stopper meal, which is a double cheeseburger. So you have to do 2 patties. Everything else is 1 time. We got the grill and the fryer on, and then we need 2 cheeses. And then the arm activates again for restaurant orders. Where's my takeout arm? It is here somewhere. Okay. And then here we have the arm for restaurant. Takeout. Oh, here it is. Yeah, hard stopper meal. What are you doing here? These are set again to 1 time for all the food items. Finally, the not so unhealthy meal. I need 2 slices of bread, everything else 1 times. I turn on the grill while the order is pending, and then the restaurant arm activates and the takeout arm activates per order. Now, let us give it a run. It depends on the number of food items coming in. I might have to run it a few times till it does it. But I finally managed to get it. 58% efficiency rating, meeting all 3 requirements, so it's quite difficult to tweak this. Again, I think I can get a way higher efficiency rating by using a shared ingredients pool for all the ingredients. A lot of them repeat, so I figured that would be cost efficient, but we shall see what happens. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow it down when it hits about 45. And have our fingers crossed and hope that it makes it on that run. As you can see here, I'm barely making some of the orders on time. If you're making the menu items when they're ordered, you need to use high-speed dispensers and advanced assemblers. If you use a shared ingredients pool, you can have the ingredients on hand, so it'll be quicker to respond, but you run into the risk of having ingredients go stale. I feel like there's less of a risk if there's a shared ingredients pool, so I'm gonna tweak that later. There we have it. I didn't have to slow it down. Thank goodness it made it. 58%, which is honestly not too shabby. Here we have it, everything fulfilled. 3 objectives. Oh, the money spent is ridiculous though. 408,285 ingredients used, 7,880 watt hours, 50 meals, nothing missed. There you have it, and the reason why I kept failing was an order would come in after I did all 50, and since my assembly line is so fast, it would start making those orders and I would fail immediately. It would go above 300. Anyways, this game is getting hard. Some levels are easy, some levels are hard. It's kind of inconsistent. Either way, what's not inconsistent is the amount of fun I'm having with this game. It's definitely more approachable than some of those harder puzzle games, like Zectronic games, that's for sure. They did a good job designing this game. Anyways, thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see, please also feel free to let me know. Thank you once again. This took me it took me a week later after doing my playthrough to try to figure this out and make it work. Anyways, thank you so much again, and once again, until next time,